ideas.
1.
Concept. Concept.
Example.
1. This is on us, all of us, together. Because government is not an abstract institution or a concept.
2. And race is an illegitimate concept which ourselves have created based on fear and ignorance. 2.
Freedom. Freedom.
Example.
1. Maybe that's the paradox. Constraints don't constrain. They allow perfect freedom.
2. We share the same values of freedom, openness, and tolerance. 3.
Democracy. Democracy.
Example.
1. In that dilemma lies the central problem of democracy.
2. I was born in a democracy, in a country called Venezuela, which is now a dictatorship. 4.
Justice. Justice.
Example.
1. Bring our enemies to justice or bring justice to our enemies.
2. After all, access to green space is an environmental justice issue. 5.
Conjecture. Conjecture.
Example.
1. But it's a video about the Collitt's conjecture.
2. This is commonly called the Collitt's conjecture after German mathematician Luther Kollitz. 6.
Consensus. Consensus.
Example.
1. But by using scientific consensus to guide policy. Adopting efficient technology.
2. After the incident, the general consensus was that the most sensible option would be to close the ride forever. 7.
Dogma. Dogma.
Example.
1. Well, like most fanatical dogma in America, these ideas come from old Puritan beliefs.
2. Well, this is what the scientific dogma would have us believe. But I feel it's time to challenge this. 8.
Framework. Framework.
Example.
1. I think we need a clear framework for asking questions about the future.
2. From a useful and entertaining tool to a framework that connects everything around us. 9.
Ambiguous. Ambiguous.
Example.
1. Like Verrocchio's curtains, these can be quite ambiguous.
2. However, unlike the ambiguous sentence that inspired him, mathematical statements must be true or false. 10.
Biased. Biased.
Example.
1. So why is the Supreme Court so biased now?
2. And that what you hear on the news, what you hear on social media, is biased and untrue. 11.
Compelling. Compelling.
Example.
1. What does it say about the human mind that we can find such paltry evidence to be compelling enough to convict a man?
2. The iPhone 12 was criticized in some quarters for not offering too many compelling new features. 12.
Credible. Credible.
Example.
1. And are there some really credible alternative strategy options for us to look at?
2. And so you can see here the most credible spokesperson out of thousands. And thousands of people surveyed are experts. 13.
Flawed. Flawed.
Example.
1. But oftentimes, our calculations of normal are even more flawed.
2. Don't risk wasting your time adding details only to discover later that you have a flawed design. 14.
Valid. Valid.
Example.
1. What I've shown is actually That's not a valid biomarker of age at all.
2. The only scenarios where B could know A's number are when there's exactly one valid way to factor B's number. 15.
Result. Result.
Example.
1. As many of you know, they're the result, usually, of trial and error.
2. The problems that we face as a species are all problems that result from a lack of self-awareness. 16.
Reason. Reason.
Example.
1. And the reason I'm telling you this is I want you to hear the title of this particular show.
2. If you have a pap smear every year, there's no reason to develop cervical cancer. 17.
Sample. Sample.
Example.
1. Let's say we take a sample of blood from the pulmonary capillaries.
2. We found an antibody from that sample to a human trial within 90 days. 18.
Question. Question.
Example.
1. One of the carousel sample cups is placed in a pneumatic port.
2. This was a sample from an audiobook called The Glass Cage by Nicholas Carr. 19.
Referee. Referee.
Example.
1. And like that referee, we get many critics.
2. But I thought the referee was occasionally bad. 20.
Comment. Comment.
Example.
1. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.
2. This was before you had to be logged in to comment, so it was easy to hide behind those comments.